Welcome to God, Guns, and Dogs. I'm happy you could join me today. Today's Monday. I can't do a video every day. I try, but I work. I get up at 4:30 every morning. I drive a big truck. So anyway, I work 10 hours a day, and so it's hard for me to do videos every single day. But today I want to talk about a couple of things. Well, for one, the California elections, stolen. There's so much fraud, it's not even funny. Not cool at all with all the fraud. Also, I wanted to talk about the data centers. I believe that the data centers are being used to surveil us, and they want to program our brains. They want to control the masses. They want to control the public. They want to control what we think, what we do, what we eat. They want to communize our country, the Democrats, the socialists, the communists. They're communists. They're not socialists. They're not Democrats. They're communists. And they're disgusting. So now we've got the Islamics and the communists ganging up together. And little do they know, the communists will be the first ones to get their heads cut off by those psychopathic, pedophile-worshipping scuzzlums that need to get the F out of our country. But anyway, so the California election was stolen from Spencer Pratt, and I'm sure it'll be stolen from Steve Hilton before it's all said and done. I surely hope they can fix it because they are both. Bass is a Cuban communist. She worked for Fidel Castro. I mean, she's a straight up commie. And that other chick, she wants naked homeless drug addicts doing drugs in front of the elementary school of your children, but not hers. Hers go to private school, yeah. She's got two. Not affected by it at all. Scumbag, total fucking scumbag, excuse my language. But these data centers, we have to be very aware. And I believe that AI, I mean, they're doing it for AI, but they're taking everything that they're learning and taking all of our keystrokes, all of our phone calls, all of our messages, all of our emails, all of our social media posts, and they're putting them into these data centers, and they're using up tons of water and energy. I think good that will come out of all of this is the free energy technology. If you've watched one of my videos with Randall Carlson, he explains how there's a vortex and a little box that they make with two vortexes in there, spin air, and they suck it in, and it creates, once it gets up to a certain temperature, like 700 degrees, it creates a plasma vortex. And what it is it's free energy. It takes the air, which is the air around us, a cup of regular air, just air, the dark matter, they say, that's full of energy. It's full of energy. The space around us is full of energy. The air that I'm putting my hands through right now, if we bring it to a certain vibration and frequency, it will create electricity. So the free energy is there. We've had the technology since Roswell. They've been keeping it from us, but the data centers use so much energy. I believe that that's how our free energy technology is going to come out. Big oil has to go away. We don't need fossil fuels. We haven't needed fossil fuels for 75 years. 75 years. We don't need fossil fuels. We don't need oil. We don't need natural gas. We don't need coal. We don't need any of it. We have free energy. It's cold fusion. They've had the technology. And I believe that it is big oil that is getting rid of our scientists. I believe that it's big oil. You got to think about it. Follow the money, right? Everything is always follow the money. So if you think about it, the free energy technology has been out there. They don't want us to know about it. Why? Because it's free energy created out of the air that we breathe. God provided that for us. And these selfish scumbags want to keep robbing us for the rest of our lives every single month with hundreds and hundreds of dollars that each one of us pay. Just imagine, they make billions of dollars every month from us for energy we don't even need. We have free energy. They want to take away our free will. They want to take away free thought. They want to take away everything about humanity, everything about a human that makes us human, that God gave us these rights. which is put into the Bill of Rights because they're God-given, these scumbags, these control freaks, these people that have money that should not be anywhere near power, they want to control all of us. They want our money and they want to control us. They are sick people. I can't understand why we have these type of people in our government. We have let ourselves get so far behind the eight ball. It's not even funny. We have so much catching up to do, Republicans, and these 4 or 5 little fucking Republicans that will not vote for us. It's just unbelievable. I just want to strangle them. I don't understand. How can these people all hate this country if we have one more generation raised in this fucking corrupt school system that's teaching our kids to hate this country and to hate us and to hate capitalism and to hate America and the American financial system and the American way of life? If one more generation goes and they keep brainwashing our kids, we're going to lose our country. We're going to lose it if we don't stand up and change this shit. Every day that goes by, the kids are getting indoctrinated with these radical lunatics. They are communists brainwashing the children of this country to hate this country. They're ruining their lives. They will not have good, productive lives when they're brainwashed. We have got to do something. And Republicans are the only sane people in this country. But we all work. We all have jobs. We all have to pay our bills. So I don't understand what we're supposed to really do except put our voice out there and let one another know that we are all thinking the same thing. We need religion back into our schools. We need the Pledge of Allegiance every single day. Every child must stand with their hand over their heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance in public schools. That has to be brought back. It has to. We're losing our foundation and our kids are being brainwashed. They've got our children. They've got the kids, guys. Your kids that are in public school are being completely brain fucked. We've got to stop them. We're way more powerful than we think. We've got to unlock our consciousness. I'm really having a hard time with the meditation, but I'm trying. I'm going to figure it out. I hope you guys are too. We got to keep praying. We got to keep praying for wisdom and knowledge so that we can know how to handle what is coming. And what is coming is going to be horrible. It's going to be good in as far as the free energy finally getting out and big oil can't stop it. And then we can be done with these fossil fuels. No more fighting over oil. This whole war with Iran, oil. We don't even need it. Don't even need it. So I think these data centers are going to figure out how to use the free energy and they're going to get caught and then everybody's going to have it. It's going to be great. But they're also being used for mass surveillance. They want to program our brains. MK Ultra was created by our sick, disgusting government to program our brains. China is trying to figure out how to program people's brains. They can't figure out how to program humans. We are very special. We were made with a lot of power that we don't know we have. That's why it says the blind was blind and now I see. God or somebody's put a veil over our eyes. But our brain is so powerful and we don't know how to unlock it and use it. We've lost our memories. I believe that we are the Anunnaki. I believe so because Adam was an Anunnaki. His name wasn't Adam back in the day when he first was made, but Adam was an Anunnaki. We all come from Adam. So I believe that the Anunnaki is us. Maybe that can explain how we were made genetically. But I know one thing, we are extremely powerful. And I don't know how to unlock my consciousness yet, but I am trying. I've been meditating. I've got the CE5 Contact app, and I watch Elizabeth April a lot. She's a remote viewer, and I'm trying to learn how to do it. It's really hard. I don't really kind of understand it because I'm not a meditation person. You know, I've never really just, I've never really done that. I have a hard time with silence. I always have to have noise in the background for some reason. But I'm trying. I'm trying to, silence in daytime, like when I'm in my truck and stuff by myself. Well, I'm always by myself, but I've been trying to kind of meditate when I have a break and I can just sit still for a minute. And I'm trying, but we all have it. We can unlock our consciousness. I just don't know how yet. But once I figure it out, I will let you all know. But these data centers is something we need to really be aware of. And the kids are opposing AI. They want human contact. Gee, go figure, huh? The last generation was born with a phone in their hand, and they don't want it. They want eye contact. They want to talk to people. People are marrying their AI assistant. I feel so sorry for some people. I mean, I know life is lonely sometimes. I've been there before too. I think we all have. All of us have been through hard times. Some harder than others. I've been through really hard times in my life. When I came out of it, God's there. He's real. I'll tell you a story, okay? This is how I know God is real. When I was 2.5 years old, we were on the LA freeway in a 1970s LTD, big, gigantic four-door car. We were on the LAX, okay? I was born in California. I was born in Southern. I was born in Orange County, Memorial Hospital. My mom's from Laguna Beach. My dad's from Garden Grove, okay? So anyway, my aunt and my mom were in the LTD. I was in the back seat. And I remember the sun shining through the back window, and it was shining on the shiny door handle. And I remember that, and I kept touching the door handle and flicking it. Flick, 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 like that. Well, my mom saw me, and she said, "Stephanie, get in the middle." So I scooted over into the middle, and then as soon as she turned around and started talking to my Aunt Vicky again, I started clicking the door handle. And there's 3 things I remember after that door opened. I remember my head leaning down, and I remember seeing the asphalt going by really super fast. I remember the nurse telling me they didn't have any more jelly beans in the hospital. I don't remember being wrapped up like a mummy for 6 months with road rash all over my entire body. My mom said I looked like a basketball bouncing across a 4-lane freeway. I fell out of the car at 55 miles an hour, head first. The door opened, sucked me out head first. I went underneath the car. How that happened, I don't know. But I got sucked out underneath the car, and then I bounced across the 4-lane freeway in LA, and I hit the guardrail, and I died. And I was 2.5. My mother was an atheist growing up. She didn't believe in God. I never saw a Bible. I never heard the name Jesus. I never heard God. And we never talked about it. It was never brought up. I didn't know anything about it. All I ever knew of was Mother Nature. That's all my mother ever talked about was Mother Nature. My mother never mentioned God, and I never saw a Bible. I was little, Well, in my teenage years, I didn't tell you my third memory. My third memory was being held like this. And a man looked down at me and he said to me, "My name is Jesus. I am your brother, and you are my baby girl." That's the second thing I remember. Third thing is the nurse telling me they didn't have any more jelly beans. Now, my mom says that a doctor happened to see me bouncing across the freeway and stopped all the traffic. Maybe he saved my life and brought me back to life. But how did I know the name Jesus? How did I know his name? How did I know his name was Jesus? Because I told my mother. I asked her, I said, "Who's Jesus?" She got very angry with me. She said, "How do you know that name? Who told you about that? Who told you? Who's been telling you about that?" And I said, "Mom, nobody. He told me. He told me his name was G. He held me in his arms. He looked down at me. He had brown hair, brown eyes, and he said, 'My name is Jesus. I am your brother, and you are my baby girl.'" I'll never forget that as long as I live. I was 2.5. I don't know if it was the doctor that brought me back to life, but how did I know the name Jesus? And how did I know he is my brother? How would I know that? I wouldn't know that out of the blue. I met Jesus when I had a near-death experience, when I was a little baby. That's the only thing I can come up with because my mother was so angry, and it was the first time I ever defied her, and I slammed the door in her face, and I told her Jesus and God is real, and I know it because I met him. He told me who he was. And that's why I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ as our Savior. I believe the Bible. I believe that they've left out a lot. I believe that humans are terrible, terrible people, but they can also be good. I believe a lot of people with money are very, very evil. And it's unfortunate that we have to be around them. And why do they have power? That's what I don't understand. How are they able to gain power? They get the money and then they get power, and they're like the worst people in the world. They are horrible people. Look at Bill Gates, my God. The only goal in that man's life is to ruin and kill humanity, poison us, make us do what he wants, make us eat fake fucking meat. What the fuck is wrong with these people? They're trying to make millions and millions of people do one or two people's bidding. No free will. That is against everything that God wants from us. He wants us to connect with him. He wants us to be good. He wants us to do the right thing even when no one's looking. I know sometimes it's hard. I've been there. I mean, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like not to have. I know what it's like not to have. Trust me. It's hard. But if you keep your faith and pray every day for the knowledge and wisdom, and if you have an addiction for the monkey to be off your back, take the taste out of your mouth, pray. He will listen to you. He will help you. He helped me in more ways than one. And I'll tell you more stories later, but I have some stories that definitely defy logic, make the case for Jesus. Because things that can't be explained that happen have to be divine. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to pray. Remember, no matter what life throws your way, you still have potential. Don't ever forget that. And we've got to be consciously aware. We've got to start meditating. Little 5-minute drops at first. And then when you learn how to do it like I'm learning, I don't think there's anything that can stop us. And I think they're afraid of us when we unlock our own minds. They're trying to control our minds so that we can't figure out how powerful we really are. All right. Well, I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you found some value in this. God bless you. And God bless America.